Welcome to Real Estate School. A must-know topic for your Virginia Real Estate Licensing exam is licensing. If you are seeking your Virginia Real Estate Salesperson's license, you will see 8 items regarding licensing on your exam. If you are seeking your Virginia Real Estate Broker license, you will see 13 items. So as you can see, this topic is very important. Under the category of licensing, you will see questions on the qualifications and requirements, inspection of records and audits, license types and activities requiring license, and license maintenance. We will be discussing the topic of licensing in a series of videos. Today, in Part 1, we will discuss the qualifications and requirements for real estate licensure in Virginia, as well as license types. Stay tuned until the end for a few licensing questions you just might see on your Virginia Real Estate exam. In Virginia, the Real Estate Board licenses salespersons, brokers, and firms who represent others in property transactions. The Real Estate Board also issues branch office, Reciprocity, and Concurrent licenses. Each license type has its own requirements. To obtain a Virginia Real Estate license, you must be at least 18 years of age, have a high school diploma or the equivalent, if licensed in another state, be in good standing in any state where licensed, have a good reputation for honesty, truthfulness, and fair dealing, be competent to transact real estate business in such a manner as to safeguard the public interest, not have been found guilty of violating the fair housing laws of any jurisdiction, meet the current educational requirements by achieving a passing grade on all required courses before sitting for the licensing exam, pass a written license examination approved by the Virginia Real Estate Board, not have had a real estate license revoked or suspended in any state, and not have been convicted anywhere for a misdemeanor involving moral turpitude, sexual offense, drug distribution, physical injury, or any felony. Now, as a real estate school in Virginia, we do get this question quite often. If you have a criminal record, is it still possible to get a real estate license? If you have a criminal record, it is still possible to get a real estate license. Any felony during lifetime or certain misdemeanors may certainly disqualify, but the Real Estate Board makes the final decision. Disclosing this information does not necessarily disqualify you from licensure. On the other hand, a failure to disclose information about any such behavior with or without any felony conviction will most likely lead to a denial of license. Now let's discuss license types. Salesperson license. A salesperson license allows an individual or business entity to work under a real estate principal broker and perform real estate activities for compensation. The salesperson educational requirements consist of 60 hours of board-approved pre-license education. This course, known as Principles of Real Estate, covers topics like property law, contracts, and industry regulations. The exam for a salesperson's license consists of 80 national questions and 40 state-specific questions, with a required passing score of 56 correct answers for the national portion and 30 correct answers for the state portion. Applicants are allowed a total of 150 minutes to complete the exam. Exam scores are valid for 1 year from the date of passing. After the 1-year period, you will need to retake and pass both portions to be eligible for licensure. If an applicant is affiliated with a broker, the broker must certify the application. When the board has approved the application, a license will be issued and sent to the broker. The licensee is considered to have inactive status. If an applicant is not affiliated with a broker, the license will be issued in an inactive status. While on inactive status, the licensee may not engage in real estate services or earn any compensation, and the license remains with the board. Broker license. A broker license allows an individual or business entity to receive and expect to receive compensation for performing real estate activities. Broker licensees may be principal brokers, supervising brokers, sole proprietors, or associate brokers. The broker educational requirements consist of 180 hours of board-approved pre-license education. Applicants for a broker license must also possess real estate experience obtained while actively engaged in real estate full-time or 40 hours a week for 36 of the 48 months prior to applying. The experience must be verified by the applicant's principal broker under whom the applicant worked. The broker exam consists of 75 national questions and 50 state questions and requires a passing score of 60 correct answers for the national portion and 38 for the state portion. Applicants are allowed a total of 160 minutes to complete the exam. Exam scores are valid for 1 year and then they expire. Firm license. In Virginia, a real estate firm needs its own license separate from individual broker licenses. This license is needed for sole proprietorships, partnerships, associations, LLCs, and corporations operating in real estate. Each firm must have a principal broker in good standing to transact business. Branch office license. A branch office license is required for any office location other than the main office where business is conducted under the same brokerage name and registration. License by reciprocity. Virginia has full real estate license reciprocity, meaning that if you hold a valid real estate license in another state, you can typically obtain a Virginia license through reciprocity. To do so, you generally need to pass the Virginia state-specific portion of the exam, provide certification of your current license, and complete any required background checks and fingerprinting. Concurrent license. Brokers who are active in more than one firm at the same time must obtain concurrent licensure. Each license is a broker license that is affiliated with the appropriate firm. Now that we have discussed the qualifications and requirements for real estate licensure in Virginia as well as license types, let's go over a few questions you just might see on the Virginia real estate exam. Which of the following is a requirement for real estate licensure in Virginia? A. Must be 21 years old. B. Must have a 2-year college degree. C. Must have a reputation for honesty. D. Must disclose all convictions, including traffic citations. The answer is C. Must have a reputation for honesty. Broker license applicants must have been actively engaged in real estate 40 hours a week for blank of the 48 months prior to applying. A. 48, B. 40, C. 36, D. 30. The answer is C. 36. A passing score on the state portion of the Salesperson's exam is blank correct answers. A. 56, B. 40, C. 35, D. 30. The answer is D. 30. A young man completes his real estate salesperson course on June 20th, 2024. He then takes and passes the Virginia portion of the licensing exam on July 15th, 2024, but just barely misses passing the national portion. To avoid having to retake the entire exam, he must pass the national portion and apply for his license no later than A. December 20th, 2024, B. January 15th, 2025, C. June 20th, 2025, or D. July 14th, 2025. The answer is D. July 14th, 2025, within 1 year passing the Virginia portion of the licensing exam. Applicants for a broker license must complete blank classroom hours of pre-license education. A. 12, B. 60, C. 90, D. 180. The answer is D. 180 classroom hours. Which of the following is not a requirement for licensure by reciprocity? A. Passing the Virginia State Licensing Exam. B. Completing Virginia education requirements in Virginia. C. Providing license certification from another jurisdiction. D. Complete any required background checks and fingerprinting. The answer is B. completing Virginia education requirements in Virginia. If Bob plans to be active in 3 different real estate firms at the same time, what type of license must he obtain for himself? A. License by Reciprocity. B. Concurrent license. C. Firm license. D. Branch office license. The answer is B. Concurrent license. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give us a like. Be sure to follow us so you will not miss the next video in our series of licensing in Virginia.